All right, I just added my pork loin over some baby spinach. And now I'm gonna add some baby Dutch yellow potatoes, and those are gonna go right on the side and nice and whole, the whole potato, just like that. This is gonna be an easy one-pan dinner we are making. I'll get those nice and spread out. And now I'm gonna add a whole bag of baby carrots, and that's gonna go right over here. We're gonna spread these nice and evenly through our whole pan. Yum. I love cooked carrots. These are gonna be so good, so delicious. Now I have some cut onions. I just cut these into little spirals, and I'm gonna put these right over my potatoes. Yum! Who loves onions with their potatoes? I sure do. All right, these look so good, and I love the smell of them. Now I have some dark brown sugar, and that's gonna go right over my carrots. Yum! These are gonna be some sweet and sugary baby carrots. I love them like this. Make it nice and caramelized, so good. And now I have some maple syrup, yum! And that's also gonna go over my carrots. This is gonna be extra sweet and flavorful. Yum, look how good that looks. All right. All right, and I'm just gonna add a few seasonings, some pepper, because I do love pepper, so I'm gonna give this a nice heavy dose of pepper. Lots of pepper on this, yum! Doesn't that look so delicious? And I'm also gonna add some onion powder, because we got our onions on there, so now we're just gonna help those onions out, give them a little boost. And we'll put a little bit on our pork loin also. All right, and now I have some au jus gravy sauce, and I'm gonna pour that into a jar. All right, and now I'm gonna add some water to that. So let's go ahead and pour some in our jar and get that nice and mixed up. Yum. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the lid on it, because we're just gonna give this a good mix. Instead of putting it in the bowl, we're just doing it with the jar. Get that nice and mixed up and make sure there's no clumps in there. All right, and now we are ready to pour this onto our pork loin and our potatoes. Yum, so good. All right. For our last ingredient, I'm gonna add some butter, which I have already pre-sliced. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this butter and just put it throughout my dish here. We definitely want to get it on these carrots because that is gonna go so good with that brown sugar. Yum. All right, so we definitely want to get some on these potatoes. Yum, this smells so delicious, so yummy. Okay, almost done here. Such an easy one-pan dinner here. All right, so I'm just gonna finish these onto my carrots. There we go. This is all ready. Look at that big hunk. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some tin foil over the top, just so it keeps all of those flavors and juices in. Yum. All right, we're ready. We got this nice and covered with our tin foil. We're gonna bake this in the oven at 400 for about 1 hour. It is done. This smells so delicious. Wow, it is so hot, but I cannot wait to take this tin foil off to see what this looks like. Yum, all right, here we go. Woo, look how steamy. Wow. All right, so now that we got that cooked through, I am going to add some mozzarella cheese, and I'm just gonna drizzle this mozzarella cheese right over my pork loin, just like that, and it's gonna get so nice and melted. Yum. All right, so I'm gonna put this back in the oven for about another 20 minutes. Wow, look at that, so good. Look how delicious this came out. I cannot wait to cut into this, but I'm gonna dive right in and cut a piece of this meat here, just so we can see how well it's cooked inside. It's so hot. Yum. Let's take a look. Here we go. Woo! Wow, so steamy and hot. Oh, it's just falling apart. Yum. All right, so Katie is ready to try this, so I'm gonna cut her a piece off. All right, bringing in my plate, and I'm just gonna add this pork to my plate. Woo, look at that, so good. All right, got some of that spinach on there. Now I'm gonna grab my spoon so we can get some of these carrots. Yum, these are gonna be so good. All right, now let's get some of these potatoes. Woo, getting a little bit of everything. Woo! Let's cut into this potato right here. See how soft. Oh, look at that. That is ready. All right, you ready to try it, Katie?
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, this looks so amazing. Ugh, I think I'm gonna have to start with these caramelized carrots. Hoping it doesn't burn my tongue. That is so good. All right. Now I'm gonna have to save that pork loin for last, so let's get into the potatoes now, get some of that juice all over it. That's hot. That is so good. And now, of course, I saved the best for last. Got a little bit of that pork loin. Now it looks like it's all in one big clump, so just take a big old bite. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. That is so good.